today. From Seattle, Washington,
the final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. They'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Pitts. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play. So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. Sticking with Walker on second down. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 34. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. The Seahawks at 7-4 on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. A leap, and he's got it. A great effort there with an acrobatic catch. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it all culminates with a Seattle score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Stafford and the Rams come up first and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game, because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for L.A. 53 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on first and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. So from the 17, here's second and 7. Again, it's Corum. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for the first with Corum.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Rams respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And we are tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play forward in this one.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. 2nd and 4. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1.
They need 12 here. It's third down.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a third down coming up.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Bust through the tackle. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
Back to throw, Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nacua.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Stafford going to give this one to Corum.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 1.
Here's Stafford.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1.
Mitchell is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that makes the score 14-7. this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. They tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Stafford.
And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
They'll try to run with Mitchell.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. So his big first half continues. His 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That is caught. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Jackson Smith-Njigba.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game.
So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Stafford on 1st down. He gets this to Davante Adams. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now Stafford. Over the middle, it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Stafford. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal, pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
And his kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
That is incomplete.
So we've come to
halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Going to be taken in here by Nacua. Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
Touchdown, L.A.
Puka Nacua.
75 yards.
And the Rams come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
He'll get this complete to the tight end Barner.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. Touchdown! A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Seahawks get a bit closer.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get in for the 2. As that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead with Corum. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, L.A. Puka Nacua with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Rams are able to widen their advantage. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Another miss.
Still on his feet.
And the Rams are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this? And now off to the races down the right side.
How about this?
And finally taken down at the 20-yard line.
113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
From the red zone now, Stafford.
They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get 1 key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
A give running right is Mitchell.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Blake Corum.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead is now 24.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Out to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Second down and inches. And that's caught inside the 35. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kyle Pitts, 27 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. They'll try and run it here. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll go back to Corum on 1st down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Corum.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
They run once more with Corum.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Pitts brings it in. What a play.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, they're off.